Phil, I believe like it happens in many places. It is very sad to see when we consider how many leaders finish well in the race. And so like it's sad to hear like a 7 out of 10 leaders do not make it at the end. And that is very sad. So I thinking about that, we had the opportunity to call on some of our leaders that we have been mentoring and are part of our staff. So to share with them this new material in terms of finishing well, I mean, what considerations you should have as God is called you to lead others. How can you organize your life in a way and set some kind of disciplines and considerations in order for you to finish well?
Ellos sabían that they were in their element. Ellos estaban en su elemento.
See, the storms
Así que las tormentas
often come when we're in our element.
muchas veces nos vienen cuando estamos.
Well, I really appreciate the invitation and such a beautiful setting here in the mountains in Dominican Republic. A real opportunity for leaders to get away from their schedule, their routine, and really have the opportunity to consider their own lives, where it's come from and where they're going. And as you mentioned, you know, many leaders don't finish well, not only here, but in many places of the world. And we've been doing leadership training for over 30 years now. And so now we are one of those older ones. I don't know how that happened, but now we are. And yet, unfortunately, many of our peers are not with us. They've gone off the side of the road, maybe they've hit a pothole, maybe something tragic has happened or whatever, but they're no longer serving with us. And so we want to help the next generation as well as those that are with us finish the race, and that we truly can fulfill the call that God has on our lives.
I'm JJ Gomez, and I've been, I've lived several countries, but most recently I've spent my last 10 years back home in the DR. I received the calling from the Lord back in 2002, and little did I know that calling would kind of really hit home as I turned 60. You know, how do I invest my time in developing the next generation of leaders? And in doing so, I had to understand that, you know, I myself need to be on the path to kind of ending, you know, or you know, just finishing my useful years and prepare myself to be able to prepare others and to mentor and walk alongside others. And by this, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm done when I'm, you know, 3, 4, 5 years from now, but I just want to make sure that when that time comes, you know, I've worked through personal issues that, you know, as I go along working with others, you know, I can reflect onto them, you know, things that they, as they come up to my age at some point in the future, they're going to be confronted with and they're going to need to deal with. So having materials like the ones I've been using with mentoring through intentional relationships, right now the finishing well materials, that has certainly provided me with the tools that I need, first for myself, to be better prepared to mentor and walk alongside others, but also as I look forward to that point in time where I'm done officially, but still kind of active in the background.
So that we can say like the Apostle Paul, when he said in Timothy, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. And that is something we would like to listen from our Lord. Well done, a faithful servant. And we want to, particularly, we would like to hear that from our God and from our Father, that we have done well and we have led well. So in order for us to do that, we need to learn how to live our lives in a way that we can lead others as well to finish the race well. esa es tu responsabilidad.
But sometimes we can lose the meaning of why are we doing what we do.
Pero muchas veces
So we appreciate Carlos and all the work you're doing with your team here, and all the work that's just bearing fruit as you've been mentoring, you've been coaching teams in churches, and we really believe that it's going to be eternal fruit that you're building here, and so we just are so privileged to be a part of it.
Todo descendido de allá.
Malísimo.